Well, I kind of had a bad day today. It was so bad, in fact, that I'm kind of wondering why I keep doing this. I'll tell you all about it. Hey guys, this is Jace and welcome to episode 54 of my roadshow. So we left relatively on time and super light for the truck that I had. I actually had to drive Sammy today because my truck Ariella had a check engine light on, so they had to figure that crap out. So I put like Ariella amount of stuff on Sammy. It was pretty ridiculous, but you know, she's a good truck. You know, she's got air suspension. You know, it's not that big of a deal. However, the problems that I had the rest of the day, like literally after I left the yard, was ridiculous. So the first thing that happened to me was in Bailey, in the mountains. You know, you go up, you go down, you go up, you go down. So when you're going up, there's usually two lanes. And what they do is they merge into one right at the top and then one lane going down. So we're going up this long, and I'm in the right lane. I'm going up this long incline, and I look in my mirror, and there's this box truck, and he's just cruising, just trucking like right up into my tailpipe. And we get to the top where we're all supposed to merge in together, and he has already taken his entire vehicle and had put like way past me to where I had to drive on the dirt and over the rocks in order to avoid hitting this guy. This guy was driving a 26-foot box truck, a Freightliner, no less. But like I said, it was Enterprise, so it was a rental. This guy didn't know what he was doing. He obviously did not know what he was doing because everyone knows who drives up there knows that you got to merge at the top of the hill in order to go down one lane to... Oh, okay. So that was one of the crazy things that happened to me today. So after I get calmed down off of that thing, you know, we were fine. We drive down, we go to Buena Vista, we drop off some crap. We go over to Salida. I got to drop off some crap in Salida. So I park my truck and I unstrap and I give the guy the paperwork. He's got to go run some POs and stuff like that. And I got to pee really bad. So I run over to the office. I'm going to go to the bathroom. So I turn the corner to get ready to open the door to the bathroom, and I hear, there's this fucking chihuahua that is just barking its ass off. And I'm like, oh yeah, no, you know what? I will go to the bathroom later, and I do a 180 and I fucking jet out of there because that dog freaked me out. So yeah, I didn't want anything to do with that dog. So I go outside and I'm getting ready to get in my truck, and the guy that has the PO and he's already signed all my paperwork, he hands it to me, and I was like, well, I was gonna go to the bathroom, but there was this dog that was guarding the bathroom door, little piece of shit chihuahua. And he goes, oh, that dog actually belongs to one of our regulars. I mean, he never barks at anybody. And I said, oh, really? He never barks at anybody? If I'd have touched that bathroom door, he had chewed my fucking foot off. And he goes, I'll go talk to that guy. And it was just this big thing. Now, I know what you're thinking. At least I know what one of you is thinking. When dogs immediately, they love everyone. They don't bark at anything. There's just flowers and tulips and incense and myrrh and whatever the myrrh is. And then when they suddenly start barking at a person for no apparent reason whatsoever, that means that person is evil. That means that person is evil. And I might fit that description, but let me tell you something else. If your fucking dog doesn't like me, let me compare that with the 4 cats that I own at my house. And cats are much better judges of character than dogs are. And y'all know it. And those 4 cats love me. So y'all can suck it. So in addition to the fact that I almost got eaten by a chihuahua, I had to share the road with so many cycling people. It must be that time of year because they're all training for the Ride the Rockies. And as we all know, Ride the Rockies is the Colorado equivalent of the Tour de France. And you gotta ride on the road where there's this much room. You know what, guys, I'm sorry. I'm kind of an angry little bitch tonight. You know, if it wasn't for the dogs and the cycling and the tourism and the whatever, you know, I almost ran out of hours again today. I got here to the motel with 12 minutes worth of drive time to spare. And I'm looking at my logbook and I'm like, my time management does not suck that hard. And I'm looking at my logbook again and again. I'm like, why does it take X amount of time to get from point A to point B, or from point B to point C? And what it is that I've had to deal with a lot of tourism today. There were a lot of campers. And these campers, they're not from around here, so they don't know the law of the land, and they just go 10 under, like, no matter what they do. So anyway, today's stops were Buena Vista, that took a million years, and I had to go to Crested Butte, and then I had to drop off at 2 places in Gunnison, and then I ended up here. I'm in Montrose. So I did miss a receiver in Delta, so I have to go back up there tomorrow morning and deliver that. And then I have 2 here in town. And then my last stop is Cortez. So the big problem with having Cortez as my last stop is that it's 8.5 hours to get from there back to the house. Now, I don't have anything in between there, which is good because I can't possibly run out of receivers, but it's gonna take me a million years to get home tomorrow night. It's gonna kind of suck, but at least I won't run out of receivers. So there's that. Anyway, that's all I've got for you tonight. I'll see you in the next video.